Assalamualaikum everyone. Today our group will be presenting on innovative communication in 21st century education. In this presentation, we will be discussing on firstly how communication between teachers and parents has evolved in today's digital era, and second, the challenges that comes with it, and third, the innovative ways we can improve this communication to better support students' learning.
The first one is guided by Malaysia Education Blueprint 2013 to 2025. The second is shift from teacher-based to student-centered learning. The third is focus on 21st century skills, which is knowledge, creativity, and communication. Communication builds trust, empathy, and collaboration among teachers, students, and parents. Malaysia's education has evolved under the Malaysia Education Blueprint 2013 to 2025 to develop students who are creative, knowledgeable, and globally competitive. The shift from teacher-based to student-centered learning encouraged students to think critically, solve problems, and use technology effectively. In this system, communication plays a key role. It's not just about sharing information, but also about building trust, understanding, and teamwork between teachers, students, and parents.
The first challenge focus on student. There is a communication gap between teacher and student in the classroom. Many teachers are dominant figures which make students feel scared or shy to speak. They are afraid to ask questions or share their idea because they worry the teacher might not accept their opinion. Because of this, learning process become one way. The teacher talk and student only listen. The students are not encouraged to speak. They miss the chance to build confidence, creativity, and critical thinking. In short, this challenge show the communication between teacher and student is not balanced. Students need more freedom and motivation to express themselves in class.
Strategy 1. Anonymous interactive feedback. The first one is reduce communication gap between teachers and students. The second is allow students to share thoughts safely and freely. And the last one is helps teachers identify student needs and improve lessons. Our strategy is anonymous interactive feedback. This method helps reduce the communication gap between teachers and students. In many Malaysian classrooms, teachers are often seen as authority figures. Because of this, students sometimes feel shy or afraid to ask questions when they don't understand something. By using anonymous feedback tools such as online polls or surveys, students can share their opinions and learning problems safely. This gives them the confidence to express themselves without fear of being judged. Benefits of anonymous feedback. The first one is promotes open and supportive communication. The second is encourage 21st century skills such as communication, reflection, and digital literacy. The last one is boosts trust, collaboration, and active learning. Through anonymous feedback, teachers can better understand their students' needs and make lessons more engaging. Students feel that their voices are heard and valued, which makes learning more meaningful. This strategy also supports 21st century skills such as communication, self-reflection, and digital literacy. Overall, anonymous interactive feedback helps create a classroom that is inclusive, collaborative, and focused on continuous improvement.
The second communication challenge in today's 21st century education is limited student participation and engagement. With the fast growth of technology, schools are now required to be more dynamic and adaptive in their teaching approaches. Most of our learning environments are already technology-based, which is great, but it also creates some unintended challenges that affect how students communicate and participate. To begin with, one of the main reasons students become disengaged is the lack of personal interaction that comes along with digital learning. Students today are expected to participate in online platforms, things like virtual classrooms, discussion forums, or project sharing tools. These are meant to help improve teamwork and problem-solving skills. And communication through this platform can make things easier, especially across long distances. But the problem is they can sometimes feel impersonal. There is no real emotional or social connection. Over time, when learning happens mostly through screens, students may participate less actively because the sense of real human interaction is missing. So while these digital tools do provide convenience, the ideal form of communication is still face-to-face. Another reason for limited participation is that students struggle to stay motivated in digital learning environments. Modern education often includes gamification like online quizzes and interactive platforms to attract students' attention. But when students depend too much on AI-generated learning or automated feedback, communication between teachers and students become more detached. Even though interaction still happens, it's not the same. It lacks collaboration and meaningful communication with teachers and peers. As a result, students stop finding joy in learning and they start to see these activities only as tasks to complete, not as opportunities to explore or communicate. Eventually, this mindset causes them to withdraw from active participation in the learning process. To foster a classroom environment where everyone feels confident to share their thoughts and perspectives, the first effective strategy we can use to address the challenge of limited student participation and engagement is the rotating moderator role. Here's how it works. So, different students will take turns acting as moderators during project work, discussions, or presentations. Their main responsibilities include guiding discussions, managing time, and also encouraging everyone's participation, all under the supervision of the teacher. Moderators will also help discuss the task or projects with teachers beforehand to making sure that everyone is clear about what needs to be done. And by doing this, eventually teachers allow students to become more accountable and actively engaged instead of just sitting back and listening. The main role of moderators is to guide their peers through real-life experiences that encourage openness and engagement. This strategy directly tackles the issue of student disengagement by turning students from passive learners to active participants. Eventually, by rotating the moderator role, every student gets the chance to lead, communicate, and also collaborate, giving them the rich experiences of the 21st century skills that can strengthen both their social and academic growth. Leadership and responsibility. Taking on the role of moderators help students develop one of the most essential 21st century skills, which is leadership. Students or moderators learn to treat their classmates fairly, to take responsibility for their group's progress, and to hold themselves accountable for what happens within their role. This sense of responsibility does not just boost confidence, it also encourages inclusive participation and communication, especially for the shy and quiet students. Critical thinking and collaboration. Moderators are also exposed to critical thinking opportunities They learn how to manage discussions, resolve conflicts, and meet the needs of their group members. At the same time, other students benefit too. They engage in meaningful discussions with their moderators, reflecting on what they have learned and strengthening their understanding through peer collaboration, which often is supported by technology. Last but not least, ultimately adopting this rotating moderator role helps students build a stronger sense of identity. When students take ownership of their own learning, they understand themselves better in relation to others, which strengthens both their confidence and engagement in class.
Student-teachers reflection session. Teachers should do regular short sessions, around 50 minutes, where students and teachers discuss the progress, the goals, and learning challenges. This strategy can promote open and two-way communication, building trust and confidence between students and teacher. This will help the teacher provide personalized support while students become more active and self-aware learners. Furthermore, this reflection session can encourage ownership of learning and improve participation among passive students in classroom before. Leveraged in 21st century opportunities. First, support student-centered learning. Second, use digital tools for scheduling, journaling, or feedback. Third, strengthens critical thinking, collaboration, and communication skills. Four, able to close the cultural and communication gaps in diverse classrooms.
The third challenge involves parents. Parents after find it difficult to stay updated about their child's progress at school. Usually communication only happens during report card day or when problem arise. This makes it hard for parents to be active and involved in their children's education. Without regular communication, parents may not know how their child is going or how to help them improve. Sometimes parents also have busy schedules, so they cannot always meet the teacher in person. This challenge shows the need for faster, easy, and more flexible way for the teacher and parents to communicate regularly. My teacher logbook. To overcome the communication challenge faced by parents, our solution is strategy 3, the Smart Parents Teacher Logbook. This is a modern digital platform that helps a teacher and parents communicate easily from their smartphone. It allows both sides to share updates, messages, and feedback in real time. For example, teacher can upload a student result, behavior note, and parents can instantly view and respond. This two-way communication helps teacher understand student better, allow parents to be more involved in the learning process. The Smart Logbook also supports Malaysia's 2001 century education goal is from a digital literacy, cooperation, and inclusion among teachers, parents, and students. In short, this strategy makes communication faster, clearer, and more effective, helping everyone work together for student success.
Monthly Student-Led Learning Showcase. It is a monthly event where students present their learning journey directly to their parents and teachers. It is more than just written or card reports. This showcase definitely will make parent-school communication more interactive and engaging. Besides, it's also able to strengthen parent-teacher-student relationships through direct conversation. This will encourage students to express themselves, reflect on learning, and develop confidence and communication skills. The leverage 21st century opportunities are: first, it able to promote communication, creativity, and critical thinking. Second, it incorporates multimedia and nowadays online tools for accessibility. For example, live streaming or digital showcase. Then it able to develop a supportive school community and close the cultural or language gaps between students, teacher. Finally, for the conclusion, communication between educators, students, and parents is essential in Malaysia's evolving education system. Major challenges include high power distance, low student participation, and limited parental engagement. Strategies such as these are anonymous interactive feedback, empowering students through a rotating moderator role, creating a smart parent-teacher logbook, reflection sessions, and student-led mini showcase help develop and build open communication, confidence, trust, and collaboration. When applied effectively, these strategies foster inclusive, student-centered, and engaging learning environments. Strengthening communication also ensures that all parties work together towards holistic 21st century education goals. So that's all for our presentation, and thank you.